What's good, everybody? Second Lieutenant Lilly. I'm at BOLC right now, in Columbia, South Carolina, Fort Jackson. Um, I'm just gonna give y'all a quick rundown on the AG BOLC. It's currently July 2025. I'm on week 2. Got here, last Sunday? Something like that. Uh, I'm just gonna tell y'all like what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't stress yourself out coming here and stuff like that. I wish I had something like this when I was coming here. So week 1, we arrived on a Sunday and we had formation at 1800. So when we had met up by the little tank down the street, we was waiting on our instructors and stuff. They showed up, they broke us off into 2, it's always gonna be 2 instructors. So the other instructor, he was calling off his roster to get his platoon. Then my instructor called off hers and got our platoon. I think we got 32 LTs in my platoon, and I think it's 36 in the other platoon. And throughout the class, y'all gonna be combined, for the first couple weeks and stuff while we getting the briefs and stuff. All right, so once they arrived, they walked us to the classrooms, showed us where we're gonna be, where our class is at. They introduced themselves, let us know their expectations, the basic stuff on the day 1. Going through the roster, making sure like everybody was there, put us in our squads, got the class leadership. Somehow I got to be the XO. Which else? Oh, then they gave us a tour of the schoolhouse. And so it was like 6 or 7 people that wasn't able to arrive on time, but due to their flights and stuff. So it was just making sure like the leadership, squad leaders was keeping in contact with them to get a point of arrival for them in their ETAs and keeping them updated throughout the night. So day 2, we had an early morning. It's Monday. We went to medical first thing in the morning. Basically, you were just gonna do vision, hearing, and get your blood drawn. Some people didn't have to do it. Some people needed it. I had to do all 3. Some people didn't have to do nothing. And then after that, we went back to the classroom and got briefs. Everything been a blur. I can't sit here and explain to you every brief that we received, but just know you're gonna be getting briefed all day. And it's July, the heat does not work. So it's hot, you got fans loud, you got a class full of 68 people, you know what I'm saying? They just putting you in that mindset. So I will get one of them little personal fans that just sit right in front of your desk and you can just have it blowing on you, good air. What else? Day 3, you got your finance brief. You don't have to bring anything to your finance brief because they're gonna brief you on everything you have to have. They're gonna give you a checklist and a folder, and then that night, once you're released, you can go and print it off and then bring it back the next day. That's what they're gonna tell you to do. So don't worry about trying to scramble and get everything right now. Just listen to your instructors and the person that's giving the brief because they know what they're doing. You got your short brief, EO brief, you got all that. You're gonna get that multiple times from multiple people. Day 4. So we got there that Sunday, and we had our ACFT that Thursday. AFT that Thursday. What else? So we had the AFT. After the AFT, we had to come back to the schoolhouse and then get more briefs. And I think that brief was from the chaplain. And I think we had got another brief. I can't remember. In day 5, you got your height and weight. You know it's at the height and weight, don't you? I don't know if I could say it or not, so I ain't gonna say it because I ain't trying to get in trouble. But just read between the lines, you feel me? And then after you got height and weight, more briefs. You're gonna be getting briefed every day. Now, week 2. Let me see. I got a notebook right here that I took for this video, man. I'm bored, man. I'm out here away from my family, my girl, my kids. I'm in this hotel room, man. Bored, man. Bored, man. Don't judge me, please. All right, so look. Now, week 2, which just happened on Monday, I can't even remember what happened, man. I went to medical. I think we either went to medical or we went to the dentist. Either way, week 2, you're gonna have to do both. So I don't remember which one. Then we went to the museum, which is gonna get a history on that's what it is. So week 1, we either went to medical and dental, and then after that, we had to get a history brief from Dr. Skinner. It's like a dude they're gonna be talking about. He had a PhD in history and he loved history. And he basically just gonna be talking about the history of the AG, Horatio Gates, whatnot, George Washington, and you know, all that jazz. Then we're gonna go, then the next day, it's either the next day, no, yeah. Then we're gonna go to the museum, gonna get your history brief there from the good gentleman that works at the museum on Fort Jackson. I want to say Wednesday or Thursday, we had the grade at AFT. So before you get your AFT, you're going to have these NCOs that's going to give you a brief on the standards of the AFT. Then after you take your AFT, the next week you got to grade an AFT, and you're going to be grading AFT for it's either going to be drill sergeants that go to the drill sergeant school across the street, or it's gonna be people that's coming in for Triple C, which is gonna be captains. And we had to do 2 assignments this week. We had to do our history brief, which is gonna be like a team effort and stuff. They're gonna split you up into groups, and then y'all gotta do a collaborative PowerPoint and then brief it. It's like a history brief, and they're gonna give you the subject. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta do a memorandum through, and turn it in. And then I think the last day, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday we had to do CIF. And then after the CIF, you know, it was good. So it was a good, week 2 was a good week, I'm not gonna lie. I hope that helps. When you get here, you're gonna come to the ISG, the Holiday Inn, which is the main one. They're gonna let you know which one you gotta stay in. So it's 3 hotels. You can either stay in the Holiday Inn, or you can stay in the East, the Candlewood, something. They right there in front of each other. It's either East or West. And yeah, let me see. You're gonna have a uniform inspection week 3. I know that we got a uniform inspection coming up on Friday. That's pretty much it, man. But yeah, man, after week 3, man, I'll be checking back in with y'all, man. I hope this helped, man.